She said that.
Let me try this. Let me try this.
It's like water.
Come on.
What is it?
Water.
Mm-hmm.
Good?
Ready?
Oh, thank you. You will?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. So much.
Look at this one. That is so cool. A quartz. You know, remember that?
Yeah, I have, but I never knew what that was.
These are your tickets that you're going to be giving back to me when you meet me over there at that fossil wagon at 1:45. Listen to tour number 11.
Okay.
That's my favorite.
I'm a Fenty nerd. I'm about to get cooked. I'm about to get.
See how close you can get to it.
It's sticking on me. So I'm thinking about it. Who are these people? They're not. Oh my god. Yeah.
That's what she said.
Where's all the water going? Where's all the fossils, bro?
That's Thanksgiving dinner right there.
Look at the white one. She just knows she's popular. Why is she cool? There's peacocks that is over here.
We could have recorded that.
Just,
It just needs to always
Where's
stay on
the-
record.
yeah, we're going to go there. Have fun. I'm going to lose. I can already see it. See? I told you. Where do I want to go, Taylor?
I can't tell you to.
You can!
It's like one of the perfect ways to like look around in there. Yeah, I put the wide angle on there too, so it could really.
I love how y'all are ahead of the person who's guiding this.
She can't believe you're such a nerd.
Who, me?
Before we go down and do
Yeah.
about the rules and
Don't-
information again, main thing is, it's a state felony to touch or damage the cabin anyway. But anyways, any food, drinks, gun, or byproducts, just throw them out in the trash right now. Trails are going to be wet. Rubber sole shoes are, of course, the most recommended. Seems like we're doing all right with that. Now, last few things is just the handrails. They're on all the stairs and on some inclines and declines, but they're not everywhere, so we just got to watch out for things. Good thing I didn't wear my heels.
Wait, what's that?
Oh, see that lizard?
Yes. Don't worry, that would be a little bit too bad if we just like, all right, let's go sit. I'm going to be y'all's tour guide for today. If you have any questions while we're down there, don't be afraid to ask. So with that, does anybody have claustrophobia? No.
No.
Small spaces. Perfect. Come on.
I like small places.
In 1905 is when we discovered this cave by accident because a dog chased a small animal to a 19-year-old that used to sit right here. We opened it up in 1960-something to give us space to walk through just like what we're doing today.
Wait, a dog found this?
Yeah, by accident.
Oh my god.
This is cool.
Just slammed the door. Alrighty, make sure that door completely closes up fully, so just go ahead and give that a door. Give it a push. Yep.
Push the door.
What's that?
Got it.
Thank you. And come down. This first area that we're walking through used to be a tunnel that you would have to crawl through on your stomach to get into a deeper area.
Wait, so.
Not anymore. Oh yeah, now we can actually walk through this
Wait, hold on.
without having to follow the whole down.
You okay?
I'm trying to be.
Sorry, you're slow.
Called Odom's Pit, and it falls just down into a rock pit.
I don't
So
know
you
that
have to
anymore.
slide down to get deeper into that space. But just over here, you can watch out. It can get a bit dark. And then grab the railings. Oh yeah, no, come over here. You have the eye socket right there. You got the top part of the skull, and then you got the snout right front. For a lot of people, they like to call this like a dragon or a goose because of the entire shape of the piece, with its head, neck, body, and that really large wing right there. What do y'all see? Do y'all see a dragon, a goose, or a dinosaur skull?
I see a guard, like the fish.
What?
Oh, a car.
Oh.
A little too long.
Yeah.
Incredible.
I see what you're saying about like a dinosaur. I can see it.
Yeah.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Surface down into here in case of emergencies, or in the case like this, we're getting 3 extra people to join us.
Gotcha.
So we gotta wait right here for a little bit to wait for those
So
folks
they
to
get them brought.
Oh yeah. There you go.
That's great.
It's gonna be burning.
Let's keep going. Over here, you gotta watch out to your head, just to make sure you don't end up knocking on it. Oh, I'm fine. And then right here, you keep walking to reach a room known as the popcorn castle.
This feels like Indiana Jones.
Some of the rooms while we walk through the cave are gonna kind of feel like you're walking through this movie set of an Indiana Jones.
It's gonna be a rock ball coming
Oh, yeah. I
down.
turn on the lights in front of us and I turn off the lights behind us just to make sure that we keep going and Alfie doesn't start to ruin where the light bulbs are. And slowly carve the cave from the bottom to the top, creating the entire 7 miles of cave that we have. This first area that you get to see is what we call the cracked dome room. It's where the water and acid whirlpooled up, creating those circle structures that you see up there called domes. The crack that runs down the middle is called a joint, and it happened millions of years after this first formed, when the cave collapsed in on itself. Leading, you're going to see a face in the rock, almost looking like a sort of luchador mask, a deer.
Wow, I see it.
I saw it so quick.
Yep. With the camera, or just like that, you can see the shadows turn into that nice little face.
Wow, look at that.
Look, there's stairs.
Welcome into the largest room in the entire cave.
Wow.
This entire space is called the Devil's Pit, but it's been split up into 3 sections where we're standing on this nice platform that overlooks the 2 spaces. In front of us is the main hall of the Devil's Pit, and behind us is the auditorium with 80 chairs, a presentation board, and a small sand pit that they get fossils. You can look down to see all the boulders that make up what used to be the ceiling of this room, the 20 feet, that 20-foot block of space, and then the ceiling of the room. In 1955, 4 cavers from Dallas came out and crossed that ledge up there. Fragments right up close.
Wow, that's so cool.
That there's what's called the sand castle. And next to it is called the cave, or those long towers behind in the sand castle. Now, here, as you come up, the place runs down right here.
That's crazy.
It's right there. Hold on to someone, just to make sure that you don't end up losing them. And then 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Now, other than the light being produced by the camera over there, you can't see a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Tell us a story.
Wow. Oh, yeah.
I crawled over this space to keep going.
I'm so scared to be crawling.
I'll live right here.
You can see where we had to cut open this floor to give us enough space. And y'all in front of me can also realize that we don't have an echo anymore. There are small holes in the walls and ceilings that act as a natural sponge. Along the right-hand side. And you'd finally come out right down there.
Yeah.
Oh, look how tiny this is back there.
Yeah, look how
Oh yeah, no, like you look at the opening right here and it doesn't look like
Oh,
that.
it's not that bad.
Yeah, no, that's not that bad. Oh, never mind.
Oh goodness.
That's where I got stuck.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Yep.
Like you personally got stuck?
I got stuck right there.
What were you doing right there?
So back in 2022, we did like an actual employee discovery challenge tour. So we went into those dark areas back in the southern end of the cave, and then we were rappelled down into the Devil's Pit. And then after that, we were like, hey, let's go through the tunnel. And we all did it. I got stuck right there on the bottom where my chest got stuck up against the floor and my back up against the ceiling. What happened after that is, by this point, I had already gotten a ton of adrenaline in my head. So I just, I just sucked out all the air and then just crawled. My little head just fell off. No. Gosh darn it.
You fuck around and walk into a pig.
As we go through here, we see pieces of columns, and then you have bacon right there.
Bacon.
Oh, wow.
Oh wow, it does look like bacon.
Makes me hungry right now.
If you get hit by a droplet of water as you walk through the cave and you don't do anything, that's a cave kiss. It brings good luck and means the cave.
Kiss me. What if you kiss my tongue?
These are the chandeliers. That first one over there, second one's above my head, and then you can see on this one a lot of weird formations growing. We're good. We're good.
I watched that happen.
Watch out for your body as you walk through here. This is the tightest room in the entire cave that we walk through. So watch out for your head and your shoulders and tilt your body a little bit as you walk through.
What the hell? What the hell?
Into the dormant section, which is mostly dead. We've walked through the semi-active zone, so that's the first area in the cave that we can see formations growing around us a little bit. Everything around us in this room is growing, so we have to be very on some of the lower walls. You can also see a lot of these collections start to grow along this right-hand side of the wall. Even with that guy up there about to go pass. That is our cave quarterback. You also have a little alligator's mouth right there that's open. And you have that little guy right there called the rubber chicken. That's a little head, little wings, and little legs.
Oh wow, look at him. He looks like a rubber chicken.
Also, watch out for water. Starting from here, we get to see water puddles all around us. So, if you're wondering what happened to get water in here, it's over these last 500,000 years, water on the surface has seeped through the ground,
Whoa.
collected calcium.
It looks like real clear water too.
And then when it reaches an open space like this, the water leaves some of that calcium on the walls, ceilings, and floors. And then it keeps going through the rest of the rock. In places where there's no sort of crack or that has enough time to let it sit, it creates those puddles and then later pools of water that we can find in different rooms of this cave. As we keep going, you can also see what are basically called the sort of winter wonderland. And you can also see these massive wardrobes up here on the ceiling.
Looks like a hammer deep down.
Oh, yeah. Here, watch out for these 3 steps as you go up.
What if you see a blue?
Grab the railing.
These steps.
I know.
It's so blue.
The copper corrosion of the pennies that is leached onto all that. The water is crystal clear. Almost doesn't even look like it's there unless you look over and see the actual reflection of the light bulb that's up here but the reflections in the water.
Oh wow, now I can see. That's so crazy.
I actually seen it floating in the water. That's what made me see it.
Oh yeah, now you can see that little white thing floating there. That's making it.
Oh yeah, now I see that.
We'll say that.
Look, this is water.
Take a guess as to how deep this water is.
This water right here?
Yep.
Oh my god. I don't know what you're gonna say.
It doesn't look very deep. It does not. What's going on with a lot of this water here is what's called light refraction, where the bottom looks closer to us than it really is. This pool is 3 feet deep.
Wow.
In a later pool, we're going to see one that's about 5 feet. But once you have a good look at it, y'all come down this way. 50 to about 100 or so.
These look like those rocks that they sell, you know, that one.
The ones that are white can sometimes be as old as some of those, or it can be some of the younger pieces. But what's causing that to become sort of white is air bubbles in the crystal, stopping it from being completely pure.
Oh, that was hot.
Not really. Here. We're now in the middle of the cave. Oh yeah, no, we barely just made it to the middle. So in front of us is the rest of the cave, and then that formation where instead of it dripping down or coming out of the walls, the water with the calcite runs over any other thing and leaves very thin sheets growing on top of it. This room. Oh no, it's one of the nicest little places. Just really look at it up close and see all the tools. Great! Water falling off the ceiling and hitting it, creating a ripple in the water, like what's going on back there. That gives you a good little look as to just breaks the surface of the water, making it so that you can see that it's very deeper than it is. 98% humidity. Makes you sweat bad.
Yeah.
So what's
It's a
good?
good thing I put deodorant on.
I told you earlier.
Now, here, this water loops around the thing. One time I was looking up, I got hit in the mouth with a water droplet.
Yeah.
Then I look up and I get hit by a water droplet in the eye.
Oh, that's a good look.
I don't know, maybe I just got a
What's going on right here? What is this shiny
So
stuff?
what's going on right there is you're walking through the inside of flowstone. So flowstone is the crystal that runs over a lot of the other regular rock, creating a very thick chunk of crystal right here.
It's like a salt, maybe?
Oh no, this is still just calcite. You see?
This is what's in the toilet.
Grab the railing, walk down. Don't mind it slipping. Now, stepping in here.
Oh, water. Favorite.
And here now, we stand on a platform that overlooks a 12-foot drop into a deeper ravine. Little insect that lives in this cave, and it is unique to this
Does it
cave.
bite?
I didn't get bit whenever I took a picture of this little guy, so I don't know. But that little guy is unique to this cave, and you can only find it here. You only can find that really in the... Those are called the soda straws. They're hollow on the inside, water seeps through, and once it gets to the very bottom, it creates a small ring of calcite formation.
This is what's in the toilet.
These are somewhere between 2 to 3 feet long, with the longest one being 4 feet long behind me right here. But once you get a good look at them, y'all go ahead and go down that way first. And sit down on one of the benches down there. And then sort of disintegrate into snow. Yep. So, any sort of like weird powdery white stuff that you see in like one of the destroyed pathways where air blew through over thousands of years, that white powdery substance is the crystal that can just go out enough to you to be able to actually go outside and explore.
I see like people.
This is where we go.
As like people.
Oh no, and plus the employees that are here, we all have a sort of weird preparedness to actually be in case of something like that. We're prepared.
Yeah, so yeah.
Which is strange, but
yeah.
we are.
Y'all running into Sonora Caverns, right? Yeah.
There's stalactites, stalactites, columns, cave drapery, cave bacon, everything around it. And then here, behind me, on this wall, is where you can see more fossils inside of limestone. This section is where we blew open a hole to get us into the eastern side of the cave. And doing that, we just go out. Where you can see more of these water walls.
That's so cool.
Yeah, mama.
And then if you stop to look out, you can see more of that place around this. Here, up there, those dark rooms, and then just here up. Watch out for your head. You touch your body. If you're wondering what that little flag might be, if it was more than you
Go putty that together.
back whenever we were first getting it, or whenever we started to get out of the areas. Here is the bottom. 155 feet below surface, 15 stories underground. This is. And just turn your head and look up there in a second. Here around us, we have everything else. We have cave bacon, cave drapery, stalactites, stalagmites, columns, soda straws, a truckload of stalagmites all around us, dark roots from the water, flowstone behind you all right here. Then you have cave coral along that ridge, and then cave puffin on all these walls around us. Then, there's also an ending ring up there. That's in a full circle. And you also have Nessie the Loch Ness Monster just above your head right there. Now, once you get a good picture or just a regular look at this entire chaotic mess, all that's left are these steps to start our way back up.
So we're at the bottom.
Oh yeah, we are at the bottom. 155 feet below the surface.
But we're ready to go up?
This is just the beginning. We don't go up immediately. That would be painful.
I was hoping there was rest stops.
Oh, we'll get another rest stop. Towers that go up to the ceiling. The number 4 right here, still growing up. That's a beautiful place. Right here's the place where in case if you want to take a picture of yourself, it's good because you have 2 massive pictures.
Stop right there, guys. The other way. Yeah. That's a good one.
Right. And then the one goes over your left. That space, and just a corner behind you here, there are 7 different tunnels that lead all the way up into that hole up there, creating what you can see called the Moonville Falls. As you walk across it into the next room. But go ahead, look around. Look forwards, look behind you, look to your sides. Because there's a lot to really see in this room.
Wow, that was.
That's not water down there, is it?
Oh no, that's just the floor. Took 10 years to design, develop, and build into what we have today. And since the 70s, we've had this entire cave in the way that we've worked on it, and as the way that we walk through it. we walk and we've seen the piece of bacon.
Oh, yeah.
So that means we walk back and then we start our way out of the cave.
Crazy. I was like, wait. Those two.
So crazy.
Alright. Back to the show.
The last time that we ever actually dressed up like that was the 90s. So that was a fun little thing for me to see while going through like the pictures and other old things from like back in the day. We did a parade float in town, and all of us were dressed as cavemen, just standing off the float. We're like, oh god, what is this? So anyways. Be careful, this area can be very slippery.